let's get started. Cross your arms, take a deep inhale, open up through your chest, big reach, exhale. Let all stress and tension release from your body. Inhale, big breath. And exhale, breathe out. One more time. And exhale. Shake it out. Everything, just let it go. Ground your feet, take it to the bottom. Feet are turned out slightly, bend your knees, and just take your arms and swing them around. Offer a little massage as you allow your arms to beat against your sides. Good. And back to center, cross your arms, inhale, big breath. Left arm down, right arm reaches up to the sky and over to the left side. Send that right hip over, feel that reach. Nice stretch along the right side of your waist or hip. And go ahead and bend your knees, drop your right shoulder, reach to the top corner. Take that left arm, reach back behind, sink that right hip down, so feel that stretch, and then stack your shoulders in and back to center. Another big breath, inhale. Right arm down, left arm reaches up and over to the right side. Draw that shoulder back. Send that left hip over a little bit more, and then bend your knees, drop your left shoulder, reach to the top corner, reach that right arm back behind you. And stack your shoulders and back to center. Let's do some rolls with the shoulder, each direction. Then add your elbows, or chicken wings here. As you do that, you want to pinch your shoulder blades together. And then go in the opposite direction. Let's straighten the arms now, so reverse. Straighten your arms here, like circling up the arms. And then opposite direction 2 times. Good. And just loosen through your legs. Take your left leg up and around. Open up through that hip. Good. And up and around. And again. And again. And again. Let's go the opposite directions. Back coming around. Here. And here. Good. And here. And one more set. And here. And more down. Place your feet in parallel hip distance. Lift up onto our toes here. And then drop your heels down. Lift up. You want to think about rolling the soles of your feet and down. And up one more time. Take it up here and right heel down and left heel. Okay, so here, prancing and left and right and left. Right and left, both heels up, nice and high. Drop your heels down and lift, down and lift. Still rolling through the soles of your feet, but warming the calves now. And 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's take it to our squat. So hands on your thighs, sitting our seat back, weight in your heels. Okay, just holding here. Spine is in neutral. I'm going to turn so you can see me. So spine is in neutral, sinking those hips down. You want to make sure your knees are behind your toes. See if you can go down a little further. Good. And lift up. Take your arms out in front here. We're going to take it to some squats. Down and lift. So we're warming up the legs. Down and lift. Hey, if you need to modify, place your hands on your thighs. As you lower down, you want to try and get your thighs horizontal. Good. And down. Make sure your knees are tracking above your feet. Okay, so no turning in or out of the knees. Down and lift. Keep your chest lifted. Spine is in neutral. Try not to crease the back of your neck. Try and keep it long. Good. And let's go again. Down and lift. And lift. How about 5 more? And lift. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. And last one. Good. And lift all the way up. Shake out your legs. Good. You can do a quick stretch for the quads. Grabbing onto the foot, tucking the tailbone under. Feeling the stretch here. Good. Beautiful work. Okay. So we're going to work a little standing glute. So I want you to place your right foot out. Okay, so I'm just going to turn so you can see me. Left leg back behind. Bend through that right knee. Spine is in neutral. You can hinge a little bit through your upper body. Take that left leg and you're just going to lift and lift. So you want to feel the firing in that left gluteal. If you poke that butt cheek, you should feel it contracted the entire time. Good. And lift. And tap down lightly, up and down. That right knee is bent. Make sure it's tracking above that foot, up and down, squeeze, and down, and lift, and down. Check that that lower back is not hyperextended. Okay, it's in neutral. Bend is at the hip, and up. That right leg is working too as you stabilize, and down. Let's go, and down, and up. If you need to take a break, feel free to. Join back in when you're ready. Sorry, and down, and lift, and down. Let's go up and down. Now keep it at this pace, or if you want to, pulse, and pulse, and pulse. Squeezing through that glute, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse. Let's go for 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Step back with that right foot. Tuck your tailbone under, nice and upright through your torso. Okay, we're going to take it to a lunge. Make sure that right knee is above that right ankle. Okay, so if you need to scoot that foot forward, that's fine. So here, nice and upright through your spine. And we're going to take that left knee as close to the mat as we can and just hover. Good. And just hover as close to the mat. Feel that hip flexor stretch as you hold. Feel the legs work. Now I want you to really focus on squeezing that glute. So feel, make sure it's contracted as you hold here. Good. Place your hands behind your head. Elbows are wide. Good. And maybe just a tad bit lower. Okay. So just hold here, legs stay quiet, hips stay pointed to the front of you. You're going to add a rotation. So take a breath, inhale, and exhale, rotate to the right. Draw that right shoulder back. And inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Hips stay square to the front. And inhale, exhale to the right. Check that. That left knee is not starting to rise. And to the left. And center. One more like this. Here we go. Exhale to the right. And center. And to the left. Good job. And center here. You're going to come out of it, back into that balanced position. Right knee is bent. You're going to return to that glute lift, starting slow, and lift. Okay, make sure it's contracted, and lift. So a shorter set the second time around, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. And if you want double time, or a little quicker, and pulse, and pulse. I'll count down for 10 more counts. Do as many as you can. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Right into the other side if you need to do a little shake. I'm just going to turn around so you can see. Right leg behind, left leg bent. Hinge forward slightly, spine is neutral. Now lift and lower down. I'm going to check that you have a contraction in that glute. And lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Right, left knee is bent, knee is above that foot, and down. And lift, and down. Feeling warmth in that gluteal, and lift, and lower. Good, and lift, and down. Woo. Working strong. Up, and down. Now if you want to go a little faster, pulse, pulse, and pulse, and pulse. Counting down for 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back, bend through both knees. I'm going to drop that knee close to the mat, tucking that tailbone under. Feel that hip flexor stretch. Okay, nice and low. Maybe a little lower. You can adjust the positioning of your feet, whatever feels like your challenge for today. Hands behind your head. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, rotate to the left. A little spinal rotation. Draw that left shoulder back. And inhale, rotate to the right. Hip stays square to the front. Inhale to the left. Exhale. And inhale. To the right, exhale. Whew. Draw that shoulder back and inhale. Exhale to the left. Keep that right knee close to the mat. Inhale and to the right. Beautiful. And back to center here. You're going to take it back up and take it to those glute lifts. Left and lower and left and lower. Sorry. And lift and lower and lift and lower. Left knee is bent and lift and lower. Let's go a little faster if you want. Up and up, up and up. Nice work. Go 10 more counts, and 9, and 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Come on. Beautiful. Let's do a little balance work as you stretch. Place that left foot onto your right thigh. Press that left knee away and sit back. So find that stretch in that gluteal on the left side. Place your hands into prayer and sink down and breathe. Good. Right foot on that left thigh. If you need to scoot to a wall, perfect. Okay, hands into prayer and press back, hips back, right knee away, and sink. Feel that stretch in that gluteal. One more breath. And release and come on out of it. Good job. Circle your shoulders around and reverse. Step to the back of your mat. Take a breath, inhale. And exhale. I'm going to swan dive down, so lengthen through your spine. Hey, hang on an airplane halfway down. Palms face down. Lengthen through your spine. Feel the stretch to the backs of your legs. Just make sure your knees are not locked out. Okay, keep them soft. Shoulders away from your ears. I'm going to tie a string to the top of your head and have someone pull on that string to lengthen through that spine. Take a breath. Inhale. Then you're going to lower your right arm down toward the floor, left arm up to the ceiling. If you want to bend that right knee, go ahead. Another spinal twist. If you want to modify, place your hand on that thigh. That's fine too. Draw that left shoulder back. Good. And then switch. Left arm down, right arm reaches up. Draw that right shoulder back. And if you want, bend that left knee. Breathe. And release. Into a forward fold. Bend your knees or keep them straight. Walk your hands out. Take it into a plank. Okay, so on all fours, shoulders on top of your wrist. Here or on your knees. You're going to push forward. You're going to lower down until your upper arms are parallel with the mat. So we're going to hold it in crocodile and just hover above the mat. Just hold here. Okay, on your knees or on your toes. Back of the neck is long, shoulder blades apart. 4, 4, and 3, and 2. Now reverse. Take it up. All the way up. Woo, let's do it again. Take it back down. Hold. Feel your elbows pinching by your sides. Holding for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Take it up. Press, 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 press. This time I'm going to take it all the way to our bellies. Hey, remember you can drop to your knees if you want to. I'm going to take it down for 5 counts. Triceps. Lower down for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Onto your belly. Arms down by your sides. Pull your belly in toward your spine. Take your upper body lift. Let it rise. Feel the contraction in your upper spine as you hold. If you're ready, you can lift your legs up. Make sure your knees are pointed. Knees are straight, toes are pointed. Holding here or lifting your arms up off of the mat. Elbows are straight, wrists are straight. Reaching, feel the energy flow down your arms to your fingertips. Back of the neck long. Lifting, feeling the strength as you keep that belly pulled in toward your spine. And hold for another 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower back down. Right arm reaches out in front. Left hand by yours in front of your belly. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Legs lift. And down. And lift. And down. So you want to find a contraction in that side. And down. And again, lift. Keep your legs together. Working those inner thighs. And down. Good. 3 more. And down. Last 2. Up. And down. Last 1. Up. And down here. You're going to bend your knees so that you have about a 45-degree bend in your hips and your knees. Hey, toes stay together. Taking it up and down. So targeting that glute and outer thigh on the left side. And down. Let's take it up and down. A little pause at the top as always. Squeeze. You can even check to make sure it's contracted as you hold. Good. Okay. We're going to try and think about keeping some tone in that right waist. So you're just not collapsed on the right side. You're keeping some tone, trying to keep that spine in neutral. Good. And let's go again. Squeeze. And down. Again. Up. And down. And squeeze. Good. Keep going. Up. Nice. Breathe. And down. Okay, so you're ready? We're going to take it up and hold. So hold here. Make sure your hips are still vertically aligned, so stacked here. Okay, check where that knee is. You want to keep it there, no movement, just your lower leg. You're going to kick out. So it's kicked out at an angle, flex that foot, hold. Just hold it suspended in there. If you want to take that left arm up to the ceiling, go ahead. Just hold. Good, good. So your thighs are aligned. That lower left leg is kicked out. So you're going to feel it intensify. Hey, now take the toes and angle down and then up. So it's subtle. So you're internally rotating that femur bone, externally you rotate, and internal, and external, and internal, and external, and internal, and external, internal, and hold. Tap your toes down and lift, down and lift, down and lift. Beautiful, down and lift. Hang in there, down and lift. Down and lift. 10 more. Good, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Good, and 1 here. Return back, toes touch, down and lift, down and lift. 5 more, down and lift. 4 more, down and lift. 3 more, down and lift. Last 2, down and lift. 1 more, down and lift. Extend your legs back out, nice and long. Left hand in front of your belly. Take a breath, inhale, legs lift. If you want upper body lifts, try and get that right elbow up off of the mat as well. Okay, so holding here, feeling the contraction in that left waist. Now, if you want, take that left leg and let it rise and hold. Okay, pressing strong in that right arm, shoulder away from the ear. And now, if you want to, you can take your left arm and reach up to the ceiling. Okay, we're going to count down. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7. Hang in there. 6, and 5. Fight for it. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and lower back down. Excellent. Back onto your belly, back into that back extension. Lifting your arms up, or if you need support here, and just hold, find your form. Reaching through your fingertips, point your toes. Feel the strength. Counting for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down, hands under your shoulders. Lift up into a quadruped. Take a breath. Inhale, catch, stretch, tucking that tailbone under. Inhale, cow, dropping that belly down. And exhale, catch, stretch. And inhale, cow, lifting here, back into neutral. You're going to swing your legs around. Let's go over to the other side. Okay. So on your left side, right hand in front of your belly. Feet are flexed. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, lift. And lower. So feeling the contraction this time in your right waist. And lift. And lower. Stay toned in that left waist. Squeeze those legs together. Get those inner thighs to work. Ooh. Keep your hips vertically aligned. Good. And lift. And down. Good. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. Let's go for 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. And down. Bend your knees. 45-degree angle. Toes are touching. Lift. Squeeze in that gluteal outer thigh on the right side. The clamshells. Down and lift. Squeeze. And down, so no movement in that hip, just that right leg, lifting up, squeeze, contract. So you want to stay accountable, you want to feel that contraction here in the glutes. You can touch it, make sure it's staying contracted. And down, good. Whew. Toes stay together, lift up and down. Whew. Let's go for 3.5 more, 2.5 more, and down, 1.5. Staying strong, lifting up here, hold. Okay. Check where that knee is. Stays in the same location. Lower right leg kicks out. Here, flex the foot. Here, good. Just find it, suspend it in air, hold it. Good, good. Now take that leg, internally rotate, so toes down, externally rotate. So, good. So that femur bone is just rotating in that hip socket. Okay, good. And up, and down, and up. Internal. And external. Good. The rest of your body is stable. No movement there. And down. And lift. Good. Down. And lift. And down. And lift. 1 more. Down. And lift. Now hold it down. Take your toes. Tap down and lift. Down and lift. A little burn starting to set in. Good. Down and lift. Down and lift. Down and lift. Good. 10 more. And 8. And 6, and 4, and 2, and 1, and here, lower the toes, bring the toes back, and lower down, and lift, squeezing through that glute, good, down, and squeeze, and down, and squeeze 4 more, down, and squeeze last 2, down, and squeeze last 1, down, and squeeze, and release. Extend both legs. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale. Legs lift. If you want, upper body lifts as well. Contract through that right waist. Hands are spread out wide. Drop that left shoulder. Make sure it stays away from your ear. If you want, right leg lifts. And if you want, you can take your right arm and reach up and balance. Good. Belly's in. breathe. Good, hang in there, fight, fight, fight. For 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower back down. Let's go back onto our bellies. Okay, take a breath, inhale, exhale, back extend here, here, or arms down, or if you want, place your hands behind your head and hold. Another variation is to extend your arms out and hold this Superman. Good. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower back down. Place your hands under your shoulders. Let's prop ourselves up into that quadruped. Inhale, exhale, cat stretch. And exhale, cow. And cat, tucking that tailbone under. And cow. Lifting to your chest, leg, arching that back into neutral. Good. Take your right arm, left leg, reach out in that spinal balance. So reaching your fingertips away from your toes. Nice long line. Feel that reach, that extension. Hips are level, shoulders level, left shoulder strong. Okay. So here, now, you can hold it here, plenty of work. Or if you want, bring that right arm to the right, left leg to the left. So form a diagonal line without shifting your torso. So your torso is still in line with your mat. You're just forming a diagonal line with that right arm, left leg. Trying to keep the height. Try not to lower it down. Keep the height there. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Back in line with your mat, right into the other side. Left arm, right leg. Here, do that extension first. Hips are level, shoulders level, strong in that right shoulder. Okay, keep it here, or take it to that diagonal. Keep the height of that right leg. There's a tendency to drop that leg. Keep it the same height, and just hold whatever diagonal you feel like for today, or keep it in line with your mat. For 4, and 3, and 2. Good job. And 1. Back in line. Lower down. Tuck your toes under. Let's push back into a downward facing dog. Press through your hands. Lengthen through your spine. You can heel toe through your feet. And drive those heels as close to the mat as you can. Lengthen through your spine a little bit more. I want you to think about pulling your shoulder blades apart. Your hands are spread out wide. Thumbs are pointed toward each other. Middle fingers are pointing to the front edge of your mat. And feel a nice stretch to the backs of your legs. Good. Then walk your hands to your feet. Bend through your knees and roll up through your spine. Taking it all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Fold over. Bend your knees or keep them straight. Walk your hands out. Then walk them to the outer edges of the mat. Okay? So you're going to work on chest presses. Sit on your toes or on your knees. Just going to lower down and up. So simple, but working the chest. Now I want you to think about keeping your shoulder blades apart. Okay? Try not to wing. Try not to let them come together. Head stays in line with your spine. Good. And down. And lift. You can do this on your knees. And lift your. If you're on your toes, make sure your spine stays in neutral. You have your belly pulled in. Okay? 6 more. Down. And lift. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. Excellent. Last 2. And last one, beautiful, and lower down, take it into a quick child's pose. And then come on up, scoot to the front edge of your mat. We're going to bring our legs around. Sit up nice and tall to the front edge of your mat. Lifting here. Lengthen through your spine in neutral, ears on top of your shoulders, on top of your hips, shoulders down. Just feel the stretch in your spine. Good. All right. And then go ahead and roll your spine onto your back. You can scoot your feet in to a comfortable distance, arms down by your sides. We're going to take it to hundreds first. Okay, we want to take and warm up the rectus abdominis muscles. So take your arms, reach them out, fingertips towards your heels here. You're going to start to beat your arms. Inhale through your nose for 5 pulses, or exhale through your mouth for 5 pulses. Okay, if you want, legs in tabletop, or extend them out in an angle, shoulders down, so you can soften that sternum, some space between your chin and your chest. Inhale through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. Shh, shh, shh. Belly nice and flat. Okay, if your legs are lifted, squeeze them together so you get the firing of the adductor muscles. Shoulders down. Pumping deep. Get your lats to help you pump. Good. And keep going. If you want to make it even harder, you can lower your legs closer to the mat, but make sure your lower back is imprinted or pressing into the mat. Good, nice and vigorous pumping of the arms. Good job. Keep going. Woo. Hey, stay relaxed in your shoulders. Try not to hike them up to your ears. Good, belly flat. Got 3 more sets of 10. Finishing off strong. And when you're done, bring your knees into your chest. Go ahead and roll your knees, circle them around, go in the opposite direction. Good. We're going to go right into single leg stretch. So bend your right knee, left hand to right knee, right hand to right ankle, and switch left hand to left ankle, right hand to left knee, and switch. Exhale, shh, and exhale, shh. So again, singing soft in that sternum, belly flat. Okay, try not to let your knees open up to the side. Keep them in toward midline. Exhale, shh, and exhale, shh. You can add an extra lift at the top if you want to. And exhale, shh, and exhale, shh. Strong in that belly. Good job. And 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Both knees into your chest. Okay, a couple tugs. Take your arms, reach them up. Take your arms overhead, inhale, and exhale, swing them around. Okay, inhale, and exhale, you can add your legs. So inhale, and exhale, shh. Inhale, double leg stretch. Legs are glued together. Okay, modification is to keep your legs closer to the ceiling. Don't worry if they don't straighten all the way. Progression a little closer to the mat. Inhale, and exhale. Keep sight of your arms. Okay, try not to open them up too wide. Okay, keep them in your peripheral field of view. Let's go for 5 more. Inhale. And exhale. Shh. 4 more. Nice and strong. 3 more. Woo. Last 2. Inhale. And exhale. Last 1. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and take a little release. We're going to take it into crisscrosses. Right knee bent. Okay. Hands behind your head. Left shoulder to right knee. And switch. Exhale. And exhale. So working those obliques. Opposite ribs to the opposite knee. Get that rotation in your upper torso. And exhale. And exhale. Make it work. Put your toes. Okay, the modification is legs closer to the ceiling. Good. And exhale. And exhale. Belly flat. Good. And exhale. Good. Woo. Try and get that shoulder blade up off of the mat. Good. Woo. And 4 more sets. Go. 3 more sets. Staying strong. Last 2. Make it count. Last 1. And here. And lower back down. Feet flat on the mat. Arms down by your side into a bridge. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Hike your hips up. Lift your arms up if you want, or keep them on the mat. And lower down. Feet flat. Knees, feet are about hip distance apart. At the very top, make sure you keep your spine in neutral. Okay? Try not to hyperextend that lower back. So in neutral, you have that natural curve in your lumbar spine, no more. And up, and down. Good. And up. And down 2 more times. Taking it up. And down. Last 1. Up. And down. Lower here. Okay. So now we're going to switch and do 1 leg at a time. So scoot your left foot in, right leg up to the ceiling. Okay. You can keep your arms on the mat to start. You're going to press up. And lower down. Now try and keep your hips level. And up. And lower down. Good. And up. And lower down. Good. And up. And down. So taking your spine in neutral and down. If you need to bend your right knee, that's fine. Probably a sign you're tightening your hamstrings. So listen to your body. And down. And up. And down. Good. Now here's how we're going to change it. Okay, as we lift up, we're going to lower that leg down so it's in line. Your thighs are lined up. And then lower back down. And here. And as you kick, feel that stretch in your hamstring. And a line. And down. And a line. And down. Good. A line. And down. And a line. And down. And if you want, a line. Add your arms. And down. So pressing through that left foot. Engage that gluteal and hamstring on the left side. Up. and down. So body awareness work, get your thighs to align exactly. So here, and down, and press. So feel the strength in that left leg that is pressing into the mat. Okay, so here, up, and down, and up. You ready? And down. Now hold that left. Hold it here, wherever you're at. So feel that contraction in that left gluteal, nice and strong. Good, good, good. Just holding strong, holding strong. Nice and much a contraction as you hold for 10, and 9, and 8, and 7. Stay steady. 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower back down. Place your right foot on that left thigh. Okay, arms down. You're going to take your knees and just allow them to lower to the left. Okay, just slightly. They don't have to go all the way. Place your hands behind your head. And you're just going to lift up through your upper torso. So again, we're targeting those obliques. And lift up and lower down. Also getting a little stretch in your lower back, so a spinal twist, and down, good, and up, and down, whew, and down, up, and down, a little higher, and down, 3 more, up, and down, last 2, up, and down, last 1, up, and lower down here. You're going to roll onto our left side, okay? So sorry, facing the wrong direction, so I'm just going to shift over. If you need to switch over, that's fine too. So you can continue to watch. So you're going to bring that leg all the way down. Take your right leg, extend it out here. Left arm, long right hand in front, and work the inner thigh. Here. Okay, so lift and lower and lift and lower. Okay. Another option is to place that right foot to the inner thigh of that left leg and lift and lower down. So working that inner thigh, that right leg providing a little more weight. Good, and lift, and down, and lift, and down, that inner thigh, working. Okay, so you want to try to keep your hips stacked, so not very much range maybe. Okay, good, and lift, and lower, beautiful, and lift, and lower, and up, and down, up, and down. So 3 more like this. Okay, 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Up and lower down. Now take that right leg, and we're just going to release it from that top leg and just let it hover. Okay, hover here, and then just take that bottom leg and lift and lower. So you don't have that contact, so it'll feel a little different. Up and down. Good. Up and down. That inner thigh lifts and down. Up and down. Up and down. 3 more. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Hey, you're going to straighten your legs. You're going to lean over a little bit more to your right side and take that right leg and just lift and lift, kind of at a diagonal back behind you. So we're going to target those glutes once again. So we did standing glute work. We're doing it here. Good. In prone, pseudo prone, and lift and lift. Hey, watch that lower back. Try not to hyperextend. Lift and lift. Good. And squeeze and squeeze. And again, stay accountable if you want to. You can poke that glute, make sure it's contracted each time. And lift and lift. Watch that lower back, no bend. That lower back just in neutral. Good. And lift and lift. Counting down. 4, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and lower down. Knees into your chest here. Okay. You can come on up and swing your legs back over onto our back before we do the other side. Okay, so on your back, arms down by your side. Let's do a simple bridge. So pressing up, so resetting here, and up, and down. Hitting the ground in neutral, and up. 2 more, and last one. Up and lower down. Scoot that right foot in a little bit, left leg up to the ceiling. 1 leg, glute left. Here we go. Up, down, and up. So you feel it in that right butt cheek, squeeze, and down, hips stay level, and bend that left knee. If you're tight in your hamstrings, and press, and up, and lift, and lower. Soften your shoulders. If you want to, you can lift your arms up, and up, and down. Right foot flat. Feel the energy, feel the strength in that right leg. And press up and down. 3 more. Up and down. Last 2. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Now we're going to change it. I start with your arms down. As we lift up and lower that leg down so your thighs are aligned. And lower. Keep your leg up. Feel that hamstring stretch. And lift. And down. Keep softening your shoulders. And up. And down. And up. And down. Up. And down. So nice alignment of your thighs. And down. Good job. Up. And down. Up. And down. 3 more. Actually, let's do 6 more. Up. And down. 5 more. And down. 4 more. Up. And down. Last 3. Up. And down. Last 1. Here. Find that hold. Pressing that right foot into the mat. Nice and strong. Thighs are aligned. Holding strong. Feel it. The warmth in that right leg. Dropping your shoulders away from your ears. And hold. 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Lower down. Left foot on that right thigh. Okay, so this time we're going to lower our legs to the right hands behind your head and lift. So working those obliques on the left side. So feel that contraction as you lift. If you poke that area, you should feel it harden and lift. And down. Try and keep some space between your chin and your chest. And lift. And work it. Make each movement count. Okay, so try not to zone out. Think about getting stronger than those obliques. Keeping perfect form. Up and down. 6 more. Breathe. And 2. And 1. And lower down. Roll over onto your right side. Extend your right arm. Extend your right leg. Lift and lower. Okay, so working the inner thigh, that right leg. Hips are stacked, nice and long through your torso. Stay engaged in that right waist. And lift and lower and lift. Good. Lightly tapping the ground at the bottom. Good. Up and down. Phew. Nice. All right. Just like the other side, if you want to add a little more resistance, take that left foot to the inner thigh of that right leg and lift. So pressing down a little bit with that left leg and up and down and up. Good job. Woo. Anytime if you want to, you can take that left arm up to the ceiling, challenge your balance a little bit. Okay, so if you want, and up. Good. Woo. Feeling the warmth in that inner thigh. Beautiful. Good. And down. 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. And lower down. Free that left leg. You just leave it here and float that left leg up and down. It'll feel really light now. And up and down. Good. 6. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Extend your legs, roll over onto your left side. Take that left leg and lift up and down. So targeting the glute once again. And up and down. Contract and down. So easy, but really protect your form. Okay? You want to keep it nice. Spine is in neutral. Just bending at that hip. Squeeze and down. Good. And up and down. Good. Good. 6. And 3, 2, and 1. And back down. Good. Okay, we're going to scoot back, centered on our mat. Okay. Place your hands under your shoulders, and then just take it into quadruped and just take your hips And just loosen up through those glutes each side. And then place your hands to the outer edges of the mat. Toes to the outer edges of the mat. And take it to a plank, okay, on your toes. Or if you want to modify, knees. Okay? So just in a nice simple plank with a wide stance. So hands are wide, feet or knees are wide. And just hold shoulders away from your ears. And just hold here nice and steady. Back of the neck is long, belly pulled in strongly. Okay, slight bend in your elbows, hands spread out wide. Shoulders pressing down and hold. Okay, so again, if you need to drop to your knees at any point, that's fine. Breathe. Feel that core engage strongly as you hold. Good. Good. Got about 20 more seconds. About 10 more seconds. Stay nice and strong. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Knees on the mat if they're not already there to the outer edges. Go ahead and place your belly onto the mat. Take your heels and press them together. Okay, so you want to feel the contraction in your glutes, inner thighs, as you press your heels together. Okay, so here, your hands are to the outer edges of the mat, still pressing those heels pressing those heels together, just driving them there, keeping that contraction. Take your elbows out to the side, and you're just going to press up into a plank with our heels pressing together. Okay, hands are spread out wide. If you need to adjust, that's fine. Hips low here. Pressing those heels together nice and strong. Get those pelvic floor muscles. Those hamstrings are engaged. You might feel the warmth in your hamstrings as you hold and press nice and strong. Good, good, good. For 3 and 2 and 1. Lower back down onto your belly. Walk your hands in under your shoulders. Still pressing your heels together. So if you loosened up, try and reset and press them together. Elbows to your sides. And then press up into a plank here. So your heels are pressing, holding here. Okay, so adjust so that your wrists are under your shoulders. If they're not already there, hands are spread out wide. Okay, pressing those heels together. Now we're going to challenge our core a little bit. By pressing our heels together, it helps to activate the core. So now I'm going to take our left hand and think about placing it behind our head without shifting our torso. Okay, if this is too much, you can maybe try it in baby steps. Okay, just hold, pressing your heels together, activating the core. Shoulders stay level and hold. And then lower back down. Let's go right into the other side. So pressing those heels together without shifting the weight. Place your right hand behind your head. Shoulders are level. Digging those heels together and hold. Good. Working that core. Try not to favor one side or the other. And try and stay even. Belly is in. And then go ahead and lower back down. And then take it back onto your belly and shake your legs out. Okay, tuck your toes under. Take your fingertips, interlace them behind. Then take a breath, inhale, then exhale, lift through your upper torso. Then straighten your knees and hold. Your toes are on the mat. And you just hold, feel the stretch across your chest. If you can, lift your arms up, but keep your belly pulled in toward your spine. Now, if you feel like your lower back will not compromise your form, then you can take your toes and lift them up and hold. So getting your glutes to engage a little bit more, and just hold wherever you're at. Okay? So if you need to keep your toes down, perfectly fine. Just want to protect your lower back. Okay? So hold. Counting down for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Release. Lower down. Take your arms out in front. Flip your feet flat. Shoulders down away from your ears. Press your hands into the mat. Shoulders away from your ears. A little bit more. Take your right arm, left leg lift. And down. Left arm, right leg. And down. Belly is pulled in, so no hyperextension there. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. Pressing your hands into the mat each time it touches. Down. And reach. As you lift that arm and leg up, think about reaching away from your body so getting long. Up and down. Knees are straight, toes are pointed. And down. Let's go again. Up and down. Woo. And up and down. 2 more sets. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Last set. Up and down. Other side. Up and down. Beautiful work. Place your hands under your shoulders. Prop yourself up into that quadruped. Take a breath. Inhale, catch, stretch. Tucking that tailbone under, rocking side to side. And then send your seat back. Wiggle. Address any tight areas. Shoulders on top of your wrists. Then drop your belly down, lift your chest. And catch, stretch. Tuck your tailbone under. And sink your hips back. Wiggle. Shoulders on top of wrists. Drop your belly down, lift your chest. And back into neutral. Good. Tuck your toes under. Push back into downward facing dog. Press through your hands, lengthen through your spine. Feel to stretch their hamstrings. Lift up onto your toes, bend your knees. Hey, either walk or hop your feet to your hands. Lift up to your chest. And exhale, forward fold. And then go ahead and rise all the way up to standing. Open up to your chest. And take it into prayer. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, big breath. Swan dive down, lengthen through your spine, all the way down. Inhale, monkey, lift through your chest. You can add a toe lift if you want to stretch a little more through your hamstrings. Exhale, hands onto the mat, walk or hop your feet back behind, top of a push-up, immediately lower down. Inhale, cobra, here, or upward facing dog, opening up through your chest. And exhale, downward facing dog, push back. Press through your feet, lengthen through your spine. Kick your right leg back nice and high. Try that left heel down. Press through your hands, lengthen to the back of that left leg. Hamstring stretches a little bit more. Take your right foot, place it between your hands. Turn your left foot out 30 degrees. Bend deeply through your right knee. And engage your core, lift up into warrior one. Bending to that right knee. Squeezing that glute. Hey, make sure that knee does not fall in. Right above your second and third toes. Shoulders down, pinky fingers turn in. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Right palm up, inhale, exhale, reverse, warrior two. Side stretch. And side angle here. If you want a little bit more core work, take that right arm and reach and hold. Beautiful. Good. Good. Nice knee bend, that right leg. Reaching through your fingertips or fingertip. Good. 3 and 2 and 1. Cartwheel your arms through top of a push-up. Push forward on your knees, toes. Lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Open up through that chest. And exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Get a little deeper into the stretch. Press through your hands. Open up to your back. Ground your right. Kick your left leg back behind. Drive that right heel down. Nice stretch to the back of that right leg. Then softly place your left foot between your hands. Turn your right foot out 30 degrees. Bend to that left knee. Engage your core. Lift up warrior one. Okay, your heels are aligned. Left toes pointed forward. Knee above your second and third toes. Tucking your tailbone under. You want to find that neutral spine. Pinky fingers turn in, shoulders down. And reach. Bending a little deeper if you want to intensify the leg work. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Left palm up. Inhale. Exhale, reverse, warrior two. Side stretch. Reach to the back of the room. Inhale and exhale, side angle. Left arm down, right arm reaches overhead. Core work. Left arm reaches up. And hold. Breathe. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Cartwheel the arms through top of a push-up. On your knees or toes, lower down, elbows close to your sides. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, push back in, downward facing dog. Press through your hands, lengthen through your spine. Good. Then walk your feet in just a tiny bit and press back into downward facing dog. Okay, I'm going to do a little balance challenge. So we're going to take our left hand and we're going to reach to our right leg. So maybe the thigh, the shin, the ankle. So pressing here. Sorry, your left leg. thigh, shin, or ankle, pressing here. So you want to evenly distribute the weight between that left foot and right hand. Okay? Now we're going to experiment by taking that right heel up off the mat, maybe entire right foot up off of the mat, or maybe kicking that right leg up to the ceiling. So pressing to that right hand, left foot to help you with the balance. Okay, so choose your pose for it now, and breathe, and with control, lower back down. Let's try the other side. Left arm down, right hand to your right thigh, shin or ankle. Okay. Press to that left hand, right foot. If you need to bend the knees, go ahead. Okay. Maybe just hold here, or maybe think about lifting that left heel up, or entire left foot, and balance here, or kicking that left leg, and hold. Pressing to that left hand, staying strong. And take one more breath. And lower back down. Nice, knees onto the mat, separate them and sink your torso between your knees, forehead on the mat, and rest it out. Catching your breath. And then when you're ready, come on up. Good work. Come to face the front of the room. Take the soles of your feet, place them together. Hands around your ankles. Just hands forward. You can just take your hands and press your knees out, or you can use your elbows to do so. And butterfly. You want to really lengthen through your spine. Good. Breathe. And then roll up. Extend your legs out. Lengthen through your spine as always, and then hinge forward. Hamstring. If you want to bend your knees, go ahead. Stay long in your torso. And when you come up, just bring that right leg with you into your chest and rock side to side. Releasing through that hip, that glute, and then place that right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Sitting up tall, twist to the right if you want. Left arm to the outside of your right thigh. Look to the back of the room. Good. Lengthening through that spine a little bit more. Breathe. Release. Come on back down. Hamstring stretch. Pull your toes toward you. On the way up, left leg comes with you. And wiggle, wiggle. Place it to the outside of your right thigh. Lift up and twist to the left. Look to the back of the room, over that left shoulder. Good. And extend that leg, then straddle. Toes point up and hinge forward. Inner thigh stretch. Breathe. Spine is long. Each exhalation, try to get a little deeper into the stretch. Sink, sink, sink. Feel the inner thighs opening. A lot of inner thigh work today, so good to take some time to stretch it out. And rolling up, bend your right knee, take your left foot, grab onto it, tuck that tailbone under, feel the stretch in the quad and hip flexor on the left side. And lower that left leg down, right hand by your right hip, and sweep that left arm overhead as you press your hips forward for another stretch for that hip quad. And lower back down. Swing your legs over to the other side, grab onto that right foot or ankle, tuck that tailbone under. As you press forward, the same time you're pulling that leg back. And lower down. Left hand by your hip. Sweep that right arm around. Press your hips forward. If you need to adjust your legs, that's fine. Feel that opening through that right hip flexor. Should feel really good. Strong in that left shoulder. No collapsing. And down. Good. Bring your legs back into a nice cross-legged. Take a breath in. Right hand by your right waist. Take your left arm, reach overhead. Nice big stretch to the left side of your torso. Then sway over to the other side. Right arm overhead. Breathe. Back down. Shoulders circle around. Both directions. Head to your right shoulder. Keeping that left shoulder down. Circle to the right. Left. Other right. And here. And back to the other side. And center. Fingertips to the back of your head. Shoulders down. Stretch out to the neck. Right shoulder, look over your left shoulder, and right, and left. Back to center, circle, shake, up, and down, shake it all out. As always, we're going to finish off with our 2 breaths. First exhalation, just let all stress and tension release. Okay, take it seriously. Here's your chance to let it all out. Leave room for only good. Inhale, big breath. And exhale, let it out. Shh. All the stale air, press it up from the bottom lobes of your lungs. And inhale, fill with good, kindness, strength, light. Place your hands together and slowly bring them down to hand, heart center. Ground here. And we say